Hi everybody, Tesse here from millennialhousewife.com, and welcome to week 2 of my new interview series, Stay Sane as a Stay-at-Home Mom, where I'm interviewing other stay-at-home moms who are also bloggers like me to kind of get a feel for what it's like to really be a stay-at-home mom. This week I'm going to do something a little bit different. I thought that I would share with you my story and how I came up with Millennial Housewife and how I became a stay-at-home mom. So I'll just get started, and I'll tell you a little bit about myself and how I became a stay-at-home mom. Basically, I was an elementary teacher, and when I had my daughter, when I was holding her in my arms when she was first born, I just knew that I couldn't go back to work, basically. And it was fortunate that I'd actually been laid off of my teaching job, because that's just what they do with new teachers every year, and you have to reapply for your job. So I didn't have a job for the following school year, so I just kind of talked to my husband into it and asked him if I could just stay at home with my daughter a little bit longer. And that was 2.5 years ago. Now she's a wonderful little toddler running around everywhere, and I love being at home with her. I love every minute of it, though it does have its struggles. So that's where I am now, and recently, just about 3 months ago, I started this blog, millennialhousewife.com, so that I could kind of share my story with other millennial housewives out there. And I do consider myself a millennial housewife. How I define myself as, or how I define millennial housewives is basically millennials are people born between kind of 1980, 1981 and kind of like 1994 is what people are saying. Though there's a lot of kind of wiggle room there. So it's, I am a millennial. I do fall within those guidelines. Basically, you are coming of age in the new millennium, and that's what a millennial is. And housewife is kind of a term that has gotten kind of a negative rap over the years, and so I really wanted to come forward and redefine the term housewife, because it's no longer the woman who stays at home and just takes care of the kids and just cleans all day. Housewives, modern housewives, are doing so much more than that now. And there's so much more of a larger community, and a lot more millennials are choosing to stay at home with their kids, which I think is a really wonderful thing to do, although it's not easy for everybody to do. So I do consider myself a millennial housewife because I do stay at home with my daughter. I love Starbucks lattes. I take her to Music Together classes, and I try and eat organic food. I just try and be eco-friendly and buy her organic clothes and all that kind of stuff. So I do feel like millennials kind of tend to go towards that a little bit more than some of the older generations. And it's wonderful. I love being a millennial housewife. So my daily schedule kind of is crazy, and that's something that I'm working on right now. I work part-time at her daycare, which is really wonderful because I get to bring her with me, and I kind of work there and she gets to come for free, so it's really great. And I really enjoy working there at her preschool. So we get up and we get ready for school, and we go to school, and we're only there part-time. And here she is. Do you want to say hi? You don't want to say hi. She's watching Goldie and Bear right now in the background. Do you have your show on? Your Goldie and Bear? Okay. So basically, so we go to school, she comes home, she takes her nap, and that's when I get a lot of my blogging done or writing done, and so I can do a lot of that at home. And then she wakes up, and we have a little bit of playtime. We have a little bit maybe of TV time when mommy has to do some dishes and make dinner. We have dinner, and then we have some kind of calm down time at the end of the night, and then it's time for bath and bedtime, and that is pretty much my schedule. After she goes to bed, usually I stay awake, and she goes to bed kind of late. It's like 9, 10 o'clock now. So I've been doing a lot of my blogging and my work and hanging out with my husband for like, 10 minutes after she goes to bed until 11:30 or 12. And then I go to bed, and then we start the whole process all over again. So that is kind of my daily schedule. Let's see. I think that my favorite thing about being a stay-at-home mom, hold on, honey bear. I know, here. Do you want to see this? Hold on one second, please. I want to write that. Here, why don't you look at this? Oh, can you go let Popo outside? So anyway, sorry about that. See, that's part of being a mom. So I won't edit that out, so you can see that. My favorite thing about being a stay-at-home mom is just being home with her and being able to watch her grow. And, as a former teacher, I love, teaching and watching kids learn, and being able to do that with my own daughter is just priceless. And being able to be at home with her through the good, through the bad, through the temper tantrums, through everything is really wonderful. So that's why I love being at home with her and snuggling with her and getting all the hugs and having the flexibility to be able to, take her to classes and really be involved in her life. And that's just really what I love about being a stay-at-home mom. Some things I struggle with being a stay-at-home mom: time management. Oh my gosh, that is my biggest thing right now. And like I said, with our schedule, it's kind of all over the place. So time management is a really big thing that I'm working on, and something that I'm going to share with you on my blog, Millennial Housewife. So trying to figure out how to squeeze everything into the day. It seems like I have 20,000 things going on all at once, all at the same time. And really trying to schedule that and get everything done. Keep the house clean and make the dinner and take her to classes and take her to school and work on my blog and work at her school. And, it's like there's so much stuff going on, and trying to structure that, and even getting time in with my husband and having the occasional date night. Like that's, I think, the biggest thing that I struggle with is just fitting everything into my day. And that's a big thing, and a big thing that I'm going to be talking about on my blog. So speaking of my blog, Millennial Housewife, you guys know it because you're on it right now, so I don't need to describe it to you too much, but basically I'm sharing with you my journey now. I don't feel like I'm necessarily an expert in being a stay-at-home mom, but I feel like we are all in this journey together. And right now I'm calling it my journey to harmony, because so many people talk about balance and, like being able to have it all. And this is kind of, my next question, and being able to have it all. And I believe that you can have it all. And it's defined by you. Having it all is defined by you. And I believe there's no such thing as balance. Balance means that you're giving equal time, 50-50 to things. And I don't think that's possible as a mom. We can't equally give, 50% to everything. We just can't. And so I believe it's finding harmony within your home. And maybe some days you have to give more time to your little one. Maybe some days you have to give more time to your blog, or to your husband, or to the house is a disaster. You need just an extra few minutes to clean it. So it's being able to balance, and not balance, but find harmony between all of those. And I think that's what having it all is finding that harmony and finding that ability to be happy and be peaceful and be content with what you have. And you can find that. And my blog is sharing you my journey on how I am being able to find that. Some advice I can give to stay-at-home moms is just live in the moment. I know it can be overwhelming when you have 10 million diapers to change, or your baby has thrown flour all over the kitchen, or they've just thrown up in the car seat, which just happened to me last week. So, but really enjoy each and every moment with your child, because I think that is so important. That's what being a stay-at-home mom is about, and just being present in that moment. Sometimes just taking your phone and putting it down and spending some quality time with your kids, play a board game, do some coloring, and really just enjoy And I know, again, it's hard at times and it feels isolating and it can be a real struggle to just enjoy it. But just try and find joy in every little moment, their little smiles, their laugh, try and make them laugh, their snuggles, their little hands, their little fingers, their little toes, like just find joy in all of that and just remember to do that. And I think that that'll make you a lot happier in the long run. So that's pretty much it. Where to find me is millennialhousewife.com. I am also on Instagram as Millennial Housewife. You can find me on Facebook as Millennial Housewife. I also have a really wonderful Facebook group that's called Millennial Housewife, and I'm trying to build it up. So please, if you can join, I'll put the link below. And I really want to create a wonderful community of stay-at-home moms and millennial housewives to come and support each other and give advice and talk about things that are, they're struggling with and have other moms be there for them. So if you can join that, that would be really wonderful. You can also find me on Pinterest as Hello Housewife and on Twitter as Hello Housewife. And thank you so much for being here. And I'm really excited to share my journey. And in the next coming weeks, we're going to be sharing more stay-at-home mom journeys with you. Okay, thank you so much, guys. Have a great weekend. Bye.